All right. Elevation Nation Conversations. How y'all doing? Good evening. Good evening. God Body Shine, I'm here. Elevation Nation Tribe, I need y'all to like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment in the comment section. Just wanted to tap in with y'all, and this is for all my women out there that say they don't like Kevin Samuels because he was always going hard on the women. Yeah, I know he did go hard on the women sometimes, and he did give a hard truth pill to a lot of the women, but he also went in on the brothers as well. He didn't show the brothers no slack. This guy right here, he's one of those guys that I call a non-productive uh, a non-productive male that's not being aware of themselves. So he's here complaining and griping about what the women are doing and what they're not doing, and what he can and can't get, but he's not taking a look at himself in the mirror and asking himself what can he actually improve on and make himself better so that he can elevate and grow and develop and be more of a choice to the women that he's looking to meet and get with. So in this episode, Kevin goes in on him and lets him know, hey, you need to take some accountability. You need to get your stuff correct, get yourself in order before you try to date or deal with any women out there. You know, he has an entitlement issue. So we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna let the conversation kick off, and then I'll be tapping in with my commentary on it and my ideas and my thoughts about it as well. So hit that like, share, subscribe button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and stay tuned. Let's get into it.
What are you?
Me? I'm 28.
All right. What's the disagreement?
I don't feel even if black men reach the certain level that that we should aspire to reach, I don't think the black women will follow us. I feel like 80% of them will still shit on us and leave us
Well,
hanging.
why? First of all, you said I feel twice. See any issue with that?
No.
That's a problem. As a man, you shouldn't worry about how you feel.
Now, that's the first mistake right there. Kevin Samuels caught him on that, and the young man didn't even know what he was saying, so he wasn't self-aware at all. He was saying, "I feel, I feel, I feel." And most men, we tend to try not to, or we don't go off of feelings. We go off of what we can see, what's tangible, what we can actually assess, and what we can have facts and proof of. Going off feelings is not a good mantra. It can lead you down the wrong path, and feelings are not always correct. So that was strike one that the young black man had when he was talking to Kevin, and Kevin, kind of caught him and got him correct.
It's about what we think and what we do. It's one of the things we talk about women all the time. They always say, I feel, I feel, I feel. So what makes black women biologically different than any other group of women?
Biologically,
Yes.
there is no difference.
Then why
Not
would they
from a
not respond
biological
to
perspective.
then why would they not respond to the same evolutionary biology type things?
From what I've seen from anecdotal experience, uh, it's like it's a temporary it's a temporary
What part of the country do you
reaction.
live in?
I'm in Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
So why does the divorce rate drop dramatically for black couples as well over an income of $250,000?
I didn't know that.
Maybe because you're not part of that group. See, if you're going to say something like that, I'm going to challenge it. Because basically what you're putting
For
out
sure.
here is you don't feel black women are going to, okay, I'll go with that. But why? Based upon what?
It's what I've seen my entire life.
You know, they're
Black
28
women
years
have been
old.
my enemy my entire life.
They've been your what?
My enemy.
What do you mean your enemy?
Um, whether it's me, whether it's people that I know or people that I'm even related to, if there are strides towards success that are being made, um, there's an active effort to get in the way of the progress of what it is that we're doing. Like honestly, like
What does that mean though? You come in and say black women have been my enemy. You're gonna have to give me a specific.
This guy sounds like one of those men that spends his time alone in his room on the internet, or found himself maybe in high school, or I don't know if he went to college or anything like that. Went to college and found himself not being chose by the women that he wanted to choose him or he wanted to choose. So he never did cultivate himself and gain any experience or social skills. We call them soft skills, being able to interact and conversate and approach a woman. And since he probably had gotten rejected a lot, now he's sour grapes, and now he feels, like he said earlier, he feels that women are his enemy. He said a statement there where he said they tend to get in the way of men's progress or his progress, and that's a false statement. Real men don't let anything get in the way of their progress. They face the obstacles head on. They go over it, around it, through it, under it, but they don't let it get in their way if it's something that they're goal oriented and they wanted to do and they're determined to do it. So he needs a lot more work on himself before he runs and starts whining and crying and complaining about women are the problem or black women are the enemies. I don't even think he thought these statements through, but Kevin is going to get him straight.
Okay.
There you go, man. I'm
I
trying to.
recently dated a woman who was pursuing a dual doctorate degree in medicine and in chemistry.
I'm a
And
PhD.
throughout the entire relationship, uh, throughout the entire relationship, the only time that we didn't have an argument or we didn't have any kind of ridiculous back and forth is when we were having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like
How
once
old
the
are you?
orgasm was out the window,
How old are you?
28,
And how long did you guys
28.
date?
I've known her for 8 years, dated her for 1.
And you dated to what end? What was the intended outcome? To what end? Yeah, dating has a purpose.
I was looking I was interested in marrying her.
You dated her
For
with
sure.
okay. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a musician and an Uber driver.
What?
I
Are
know.
you serious? Are you trolling me?
Now this brother, I don't think he's joking or playing. I haven't seen this episode before, but he said he's a musician and an Uber driver at 28. He should be lucky that the young lady that was pursuing her doctorate degree was even dating him. He should have felt privileged and honored that she was even wasting her time with him. He had nothing else to offer her except sex and an orgasm. So what was he expecting the woman to do? Follow his lead and do what?
Ninja,
No,
what?
I'm not.
Ninja, what? You're dating. Your enemy is your pocketbook.
I know.
Don't come here and talk about black women as your man. See, I mean, are you being serious, bro?
I am, but the finances is definitely something that
No,
I'm
no,
working on.
no, oh hell, no. A black woman who's you actually came in here to tell me that you dated a black woman who's pursuing 2 dual doctorates,
I'm a PhD.
and you're a
Yeah.
goddamn Uber driver and you're a musician. That's not a problem, except you frame black women as your enemy, and your enemy is your inability to be productive on a serious level.
That's not currently true for me.
Well, here's the thing. I talked about what makes black women different on an evolutionary biological scale than any other group of women. You could not say that. I asked you about the decrease in the divorce rates over $250,000 for a couple. You didn't know about that. You said from your anecdotal experience, but unless you make that, your anecdotal experience has been to respect yours.
Well, so okay, so outside of me, I have mentors that I work with
My
that
ultimate
have
point is
gone
that
through that.
28 years old, you're too young to be trying to talk about getting married anyway. See, you haven't found yourself. And if I go with what you said, your failure in relationships are justified by calling black women your enemy instead of looking in the mirror and saying, where am I at?
I do
Where
that
am
every
I
day.
at, and why? And why? What makes you said you were looking at her to be a wife, possibly? What makes you a husband?
Outside from what standpoint?
Can you provide for a family?
Not yet, no.
Then you were dating this woman with the eye to marry her, and you couldn't even provide for a family. Your problem isn't the women, man. The problem. See, this is the problem with too many of us as black men. We look to we don't have power. We're not trying to be serious. I mean, no disrespect, but I'm tired of hearing black men who are musicians and rappers and producers and actors and massage therapists and Uber drivers and chefs. Where's the trade? Where's the profession? Where's the real world? Something you walk into a Chamber of Commerce meeting with a business card and say, this is who I am and what I do, to where other men will take you seriously.
Was that rhetorical or did you want me to respond?
Nah, I'm asking you because if you were to go into a Chamber of Commerce meeting on any given Tuesday or Thursday, how many musician Uber drivers do you think you'd meet that were non-black?
None.
All right.
None. It's not where I plan on staying or what I'm working towards in the future.
I get it. I get that. However, you were dating a woman who is heavily degreed, and women respond to power. Unfortunately, she dwarfed you in power potential. So the only place you could dominate and show any power is in the bedroom, because she did not have to take you seriously. You weren't on the same level.
Ding, 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 ding. That was the $1 million answer right there. And he's scratching his chin like he's clueless and lost. Not sure if he ever grew up with a father in the home or anything like that, but that was the exact thing that I said. I said, he has no influence. He has no power. This woman can't follow him anywhere. She's doing more and better than he is himself. So what was he expecting from this woman? He could do nothing for her but give her pleasure in the bedroom. After that, they had nothing in common at all. And the woman probably was ghosting him and showing and telling him that we have nothing in common. So once we get this little sexual encounter off, bye bye, I'll talk to you later. And he couldn't handle that. So now he feels all black women are his enemy.
And this is why I can't allow to stand when you come in here saying black women are this or black women are that. Are you a competitive black man?
Yes, I would say so.
Competitive against who?
Against I guess like people in my tax bracket. I don't want to stay here. I'm trying to get to the top 1%.
Okay. Well, that's the main thing. Becoming a productive, competitive, successful man, men who are that way tend to have fewer problems because they have more leverage. Did you have
That's
any?
something that I realized watching your content.
Well, so it's not black women. It's not women. You have little leverage in a relationship with a woman who's going to get 2 degrees. And I
But
asked
what I'm
you,
saying is,
you said I asked you, how long have you known her? 8 years. You've known her long enough to know who she is and what she's about. You said you were with her for 1 year. I said, to what end? You said to marriage, and you're not in a position to be a husband. You can't provide for a family. You shouldn't have been in a relationship. That's the ultimate answer. You shouldn't have been in a relationship. She should have been on out somewhere else dealing with somebody who wanted what she wanted, but you were not in a position to deal with any women to that end. Casually, socially, sure. But talking about a wife, you can't provide.
Okay, so that goes against stuff that you've said previously, because what I make currently right now is average income. I average about 45,000 a year.
Goes against what I've said.
You're saying that in order for someone to even consider marriage, um, that they should be making in the top 1%, or
No, I
at
didn't.
least that
When have I
value
said that?
threshold.
When have I said that?
Isn't that what you're saying right now? You're
No,
saying that
no,
because of
no,
my
sir. That is not.
finances, I
No, no.
don't have.
You said it conflicts with what I said, and I asked you, what did I say? And you just said, well, aren't you saying in order to be married, you need to be in the top 1%? Do you understand that
To
you
be
just missed?
completely all right.
Okay, no,
I
that's
see
not what
where
I.
I'm
No,
missing.
stop. No, 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 no. That's not what I said. That means that the only people who could get married are in the top 1%. I asked you, could you provide for a family? I didn't ask you how much money you made. I asked you, and you said no.
At 45,000, I mean, it's not
Then that's all you
much.
need to know. You shouldn't be looking to marry anybody if you can't provide.
I told her that I needed time to build it up.
It doesn't matter
I didn't
what you
really.
told her. You shouldn't have been with her.
Okay.
She was going for all right, man. See, we have a problem. If you pick a woman who's going to school and getting dual doctorates, and you're an Uber driver and a musician, you're unequally yoked, man. You know that. And if you wanted her to wait on your potential, I think you're too young to be worrying about any of this stuff anyway. And what I'm hearing is a lack of maturity because you haven't got there yet. If she had a father who was a productive, competitive, successful man, do you think he would have accepted you as an adequate son-in-law?
No,
Then it's not about her.
I was saying black women in general. That was just the
No,
relationship.
no, but see, you talk about black women in general, and just like with black women, I get specific. You can't talk about general if you can't handle it specifically in your life. You can't come in and saying that about black women being your enemy. How is that woman your enemy?
I feel like despite the things that I wanted
How
to
is
do,
that woman your enemy?
I mean, throughout the entire relationship, man, it was
You
a
shouldn't have
teardown.
been in
It
the
was the
French
same
toast
thing.
relationship.
I agree with you on that point.
Take ownership and accountability for the fact that you shouldn't have been
I
trying to.
do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You're coming in.
Kevin couldn't take it anymore. He had to hang up on him. I would have hung up on that brother too as well. He wasn't getting it. He didn't seem like he was a fast thinker or a quick thinker, so Kevin had to let him go. But that was just a prime example of men. Before you get out there trying to down and talk bad about women and get on this red pill logic or whatever, you need to take a look at yourself and see, are you competitive? Are you the best version of yourself? Do you have anything to offer a woman that is doing something for herself? Or do you have any security or safety or stability that you can offer a woman? If you can't do any of those things, you should not be dating, or you should not be whining and crying about what a woman is not doing, won't submit to you, or any of that. So that's the Elevation Nation conversation moment right there, where you can take from it and learn and grow and develop from it and use it to elevate yourself. Is take a look at self before you worry about what anybody else is doing or not doing for you or with you. Look at yourself and see, am I worthy of that? So appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. God Body Shine. Drop a like, a share, a comment in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. Keep rocking with me. The channel is growing. The content is getting better and better. The technology is getting better and better. So we're going to keep building and growing with it. I appreciate y'all for checking in. I salute you guys. Peace. Much love. Respect. I'm out.